Hello YouTube, I'm Nero and today we have some Call of Duty Black Ops 3 and the day is finally upon us. It is Thursday, May 19th and the Eclipse DLC for Black Ops 3 is now available on the Xbox One. The Eclipse DLC came out a month ago on PlayStation 4 because of the exclusivity deal that Sony has with Activision, but now that the Eclipse DLC is now available on the Xbox One, fans can now experience the 4 brand new multiplayer maps that have been brought to Black Ops 3, which include Spire, Rift, Knockout, and Verge, as well as the brand new Zombies experience, Zetsubou no Shima. Speaking of Zetsubou no Shima, Treyarch actually released a new video yesterday, which is super spoiler heavy for Zetsubou no Shima. It includes the ending cutscene to the Easter egg, as well as a bunch of cinematics in the form of a music video. I'm showing you guys a little bit of footage of it here in this video, but I don't want to show all of it because there's super spoilers in there. So if you guys want to check it out for yourselves, there's going to be a link to it down there at the bottom of the video description, as well as if you'd like to see it on YouTube, you can find it over on the official Treyarch YouTube page at youtube.com/Treyarch. To reiterate my thoughts on the Eclipse DLC, because I did do a review of this DLC a month ago when it was available initially for the PlayStation 4. I think it's a good DLC. I think it's a solid set of maps. I think the Zombies experience is incredibly fun and challenging. None of the multiplayer maps are really mind-blowing to me, with the exception of Spire. Like I mentioned in my Eclipse review, it's the best map of this DLC in my opinion. It is so much fun, and Rift is probably my least favorite map of this DLC, while Knockout and Verge are just solid maps in their own right. Zetsubou no Shima was incredibly fun to play. I spent more time playing Zetsubou no Shima than I did the multiplayer because there was just something about trying to learn more and more about that map. It was ridiculously difficult as compared to some of the other maps I've played before, so it was a lot of fun. Once you get the hang of it, it's not so difficult, but there's just so many steps to remember how to do anything. Like just getting the power on and opening up the bunker in Zetsubou no Shima is incredibly challenging, especially when you first start playing it, so it's definitely a whole lot of fun in my opinion, and I'm excited to try it with friends now that's available on the Xbox One, since all of my buddies play on the Xbox One and not the PlayStation 4. I thoroughly enjoyed the map solo on PS4, and I think I'm going to enjoy it a lot more with a party of friends on the Xbox One. The Eclipse DLC costs $14.99 to download, and of course is included with the Season Pass, so perhaps some of you guys are maybe on the fence as to whether or not you should purchase a Season Pass, especially recently since they have been enticing us with the 10 free rare supply drops along with the weapon bribe. Maybe now would be a good time because Eclipse DLC is pretty fun, and if you're wondering how they're going to be divvying up the maps and how they're going to affect the actual multiplayer map rotation, they're doing it a little bit differently this year with Black Ops 3, and it's honestly the best way to do it in my opinion. They're making it so there's an entire playlist for just the Eclipse DLC picture as a mosh pit, where you can play like Domination, Hardpoint, Uplink, Safeguard, and stuff like that all in one playlist, and it's going to be exclusively on the Eclipse DLC maps, but those maps are also thrown in all the standard playlists that you can play as well, so regular old Team Deathmatch or Kill Confirmed or Domination or what have you, you have a chance if you have the DLC installed for those maps to show up in the map rotation, and you can play them in the standard playlist as well, which is a lot different than what they've done in previous years. In previous years, they would basically just make it so you could only play it in a bonus playlist for 1 month, then after that 1 month is over, they finally put them in the standard map rotation, which always stunk, right? Because if you want to play them in a mosh pit, you're going to end up playing game modes you don't want to play. Like for me, for example, I hate Uplink and I hate Safeguard. I don't want to play those game modes. I just do not like playing them. And so when I have to play like the Eclipse DLC mosh pit, it's like, oh, well, half the matches are going to be on these game modes I don't like. I would much rather just go play regular old Domination or Kill Confirmed or what have you, and have a chance for the maps to show up in the rotation, therefore I can play them. It's just a better system in my opinion, and I don't know why they didn't implement it before Black Ops 3, but still, it's here in Black Ops 3, so it's pretty good. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it, and I hope you guys all found it helpful and informative. We have 2 more DLC packs to go, and I wonder what they're going to be doing with those packs, because I will say the Awakening DLC and the Eclipse DLC are some of the best pieces of DLC in terms of actual Zombies content, along with multiplayer map content that we've seen in the past couple of years. So I'm excited to see what the 3rd and 4th DLC pack for this game is going to be, and what they're going to be doing in terms of remakes, because we've seen 2 multiplayer map remakes with the first 2 DLCs. We saw Skyjack, now we saw Verge. I'm wondering what the next maps are going to be, and I have a feeling I'm going to call it now. It might not be the 3rd, but it's definitely going to be at least by the 4th. This is something that's going to happen. Raid from Black Ops 2. I'm just calling it now, guys. I know that's going to be a map. It's going to happen sometime either in the 3rd or the 4th DLC. It's going to come back. I'm super excited for that. I just know it's going to happen. I feel it in my soul, and if it doesn't happen, I'm going to be super disappointed. But what maps would you guys like to see remade with the 3rd DLC pack, as well as if you guys have any neat ideas for multiplayer maps that you maybe would like to see explored with the 3rd DLC pack whenever that's going to be coming out. They've already done some really cool things with DLC maps so far, like with Spire or Splash. I'm interested to see what they're going to be doing with DLC packs going forward. But once again, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Drop me a rating. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.